I'm walking up to inspect the INTERDUNE OASIS layers. See that dark material? That's limestone. It's lake bottom. The INTERDUNE OASIS could have lasted for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It was a big lake. But there's the interface right there, dead center. That's why I did that. That's the exact interface. On the right is below the water table, sandstone, water affected sandstone. And on the left is the lake bottom layers. The lake could have conceivably been there for thousands of years. Now, those layers there are weathered I have pictures that show it freshly cut. Okay, now lake, right? So look at the ripples. See up there, the upper right? See the ripples? See the ripples? This would be a perfect spot for dinosaur tracks. That's right, it would be. I think I'll go looking for some. Well, what have we there? There it is. It's that or very similar to it. Up at Valley of Fire, there are various little dinosaur tracks. The reason I say little is because the dinosaurs were just starting out in the range of 200 million years ago in the Jurassic sandstone up there. So one of them, there's tracks up there by an oasis next to what was in a big INTERDUNE oasis. And it almost certainly has to be Coeliophysis because there was limited what was there. So what else could it be? Josh Bondi agrees. I suggested it. He agrees that what could it be? It's the right size and but that's Coeliophysis. It's a very good read. There's a lot of information on it because of the Ghost Ranch, where thousands of them died in some kind of catastrophe. So they've got literally thousands of fossils, but there's another one of what it might look like. But anyway, those tracks for those things are right up at Valley of Fire, and yet people go up and well, that looks like Donald Duck, and that looks like a teddy bear, and that's the only thing they see in that sandstone. There's a lot of interesting things up there. Also, this was Jurassic at right around 200 million years ago. There's also a hell of a lot of Cretaceous up at Valley of Fire, where they've dug and got tyrannosaur teeth and all kinds of stuff because it's Albian Cretaceous, about roughly 100 million years ago. And so this here, Coeliophysis, is 100 million years before. And so the Cretaceous is right there, and it's up against the sandstone geologically, and it's 100 million years later, where the T-Rexes and everything were. In other words, that's an unconformity. Across from the INTERDUNE oasis, there's this material that a lot of people thought it was an extension of the lake, of the INTERDUNE lake, but it's concretion material. It has nothing to do with the lake. See, the lake is just in the background. Also, the lake bottom layers over there are limestone, and they fizz very heavily with acid. These don't. This is sandstone. Yep, that's concretion. Up there, it comes down the hill almost like a mud flow or something. That's before I knew what it was. Now, I forgot to add pictures. So I'll add pictures of the concretion material at the end. I threw this in at the end, but now it's not going to be the end. Now this is very important concretion material here. See it up above there? At first, I thought it was a channel and that mud had flowed down through there and got fossilized. But no, it's concretion, which is more resistant. And so what has occurred is that it's differentially weathered. And so to the sides of it, like if you go climbing up there, see the sides? That's because that the sandstone is wearing away quicker than this concretion material, making it look like it has flowed down a channel. You got it? So concretions don't have to be round, Mocoy marble, Indian marbles, whatever. They could be any shape. They can be small, large, perfectly spheres. They can look like trees. This is right by Mouse's tank. This is very important. Go there, look at it. It's right there. This is still the OASIS lake bottom layers. Now there's close up, freshly cut instead of the old craggly, worn out stuff. Look at that chert. Layers of chert in there, which I was surprised to see that. I never noticed it before. Okay, this cherty layer is significant. Silica, the sand, is silica. And so for this to have developed this layer of chert shows that the lake must have been there for hundreds, if not thousands of years for that to start forming a layer of chert like that. Now the tracks, or she's praying to the tracks, which are right up above her head on that thing, that right there, dead center. Now there they are. Now you see the tracks. I thought it was two tracks like a turtle. No, it's one. Look at the center. See from right to left or left to right. It's like a bird, some dinosaur small bird walked along. Now I understand. I didn't even see that today. I wasn't sure what I was looking at. But it is a two-footed theropod, I think. And there is a different picture. Oh, okay. The tracks are there, but the point is I interpret those as possible water ripples. And there they are. That's what you'll visually see when you're there. That's what to look for. There's that chert layer again. And so I forgot that I'd put it in there, but that's significant. So see, this is the sandy, mucky bottom. I went the back way along North Shore Drive to Valley of Fire, and there's an astonishing fissure eruption, very recent, much more recent than Lava Butte, right there, dead center. It's a fissure eruption. There it is. I've been out there. It's amazing. I mean, it had to have been, I would say, 2,000 years ago. Very recent. Lava, lava butte is old in comparison. There's some palagonite, which we can infer. Palagonite is the basalt water affected and high in iron, and so it rusts. So we can infer that the eruption took place in the snow, water, or it took place in the spring. We can infer that because that's what that is. That's palagonite. Palagonite associated with like pillow lava, often interwoven with it. I have a small Facebook group. You can't be a stalker or a killer, and it's actually meant to be, pretty much locals or let's say the Southwest, not just a general geology group for around the world. But if you're interested, send a request and I'll look at it. That's the end of this video.